Alright, I'm done being a tortured poet for a little bit because it's time to be in a big mood. Let's do this! Gotta say, this is iconic. Absolutely iconic entrance. Start to a season. Freaking love.
Question 10. What was the name of the little shadow boy from Secret Garden? Colin!
We all love that. Also, there was like a film of The Secret Garden when I was growing up, and I'm like had a crush on the person that was playing Colin. We're talking about how like TV and films don't do enough like slow-mo walking down a hallway. Like, I'm so glad that this happened because I was like, yes! Nobody does this anymore, and it's always like just so much fun to watch. I don't know why, but it's just like a vibe.
This is my adult scene.
I love the pop culture references as well. Not the children! Not the children!
I think they're gonna put it on TikTok.
Also, I like wanted to say how much I really love Maggie's apartment. Like, there's like so many different knickknacks and just everything about it is just like super cool. So I said all that not realizing what the next scene was. And if you've ever dealt with mental health, you kind of know how relatable, like, just that transition alone is. Time for episode 2 with the Rat Motel. I agree. Donuts over cupcakes, 1000%, especially if they're cronuts. And personally, I like the ones from Five Daughters that are here in Nashville. Y'all, I was not expecting this. Oh my god, like freaking tackled her. That was incredible and like such commitment for sure. No, but for real, the shoulder touch. What? I'm just saying. And he does look like a Roman statue. But we don't know much about Johnny right now at this point. So curious to see where this will go. Watching this rat scene go down and I'm like, oh. And I forget the windows to my apartment are open and my upstairs neighbors are home. So I'm probably like, they're like, what is wrong with her? And I'm like, the rats have escaped. Like, it is like, bless Eddie and like the manager of the bar and the one like pub quiz person that shows up because they're dealing with the rats. Like, whoa. But as much as it's grossing me out, I can't believe he's killing them. I'm not gonna lie, you can ask my friends. Anytime I watch anything, I'm always like, do away with the people, save the animals. When I watch stuff, like Game of Thrones was so tough to watch, y'all. Long live the rats, y'all. Like, literally died. This is so good. With how well Nicola knows, like, social media, I was, like, chuckling with her being like, did she make this meme herself? Also, like, if you've ever been to a therapist, you understand the struggle that it is to find a therapist that works for you. And also one that's, like, understanding. This, like, whole situation, I'm like, oh, I get this. Eddie is my hero. This girl, yes, like, get him. The lashes had to come off. I look crazy. I'm gonna put them back on. Damn it. But the end of episode 4 was so good. Coming from someone who I've dealt with like anxiety before, and sorry, I had like a moment to cry. I might do it again. But the courage it takes to make that phone call to somebody to be like, I need help. I'm really glad they showed that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop before I go into another episode of tears, but y'all, this show is really good. I will say, like, it is a little triggering if you've dealt with mental issues before, but I love it that it tackles this topic in a comedic way, because that's how I deal with stuff. I deal with things in a very, like, I have to have, like, my humor or else. So anywho, I'm gonna go put my lashes back on and sort myself out. I'm on episode 4 now in this show. I'm gonna watch it again, but it really is good. Like, thank you, like, in the middle of this, just thank you to Camilla Whitehill, Lydia West, Nicola Coughlan, and everybody else who's on the cast for putting this together, because, yeah. Anyways. Dump him! Dump him! Can I get a t-shirt that says, fuck it, let's wench? Please? Because this is like freaking epic. Okay, this scene I'm literally sitting here watching and going, because it's so good. And the way Eddie just like sticks it to Jonah, like, you go, girl.
And your manipulative bullshit and your multiple strains of hate movie. I don't need any of it. I hope you get Ebola and die.
Yes. Yes. There's another Bridgerton connection in Big Moon. It's David Mumeni who's going to be playing Lord Samadani next season. Okay, but I also need to know, are they going to be a thing? Because they're super cute. Just saying. The way Eddie went on, like, interviewing these guys, essentially, like, totally get that. Like, especially in today's dating economy. Oh, Marlene. And here we're going to get a cameo by the creator of Big Mood, Camilla Whitehill. So my parents are visiting this weekend, so I had to kind of watch the rest of episode 5 and all of episode 6, basically incognito. I'm like in my room. But all I have to say is if there's not a season 2, I will personally start a petition because there needs to be. Do not leave us on a cliffhanger like that with Maggie literally being in the streets going, Eddie! And also, precious Will telling Eddie that he loves her. Like, I'm rooting for those two. Also, I want to rewatch the entire season because I want to know when these little demon children, that this one basically is Draco Malfoy, start to pop up. Like, I know they were like in the wench episode, but I'm also like, did they hide them anywhere else? And is this just my Taylor Swift Bridgerton mind thinking that they're like Easter egged somewhere throughout the season? I also found it really interesting how with each episode, the show title would change color. And I'm not really sure if there's like a significance to it. Like in this episode, they go to Girl Borscht, where it's this like clinic for women who are in need of medical care. And then in this episode, Maggie's like mental health is really on the decline and is like super grayed out. But the way I will definitely be buying one of these. Anyways, if you have not seen Big Mood, I highly recommend you go see it. It is on Tubi right now. It's for free. You can totally check it out. You don't even have to sign up for an account. Lydia West and Nicola Coughlan seriously are absolutely amazing in this show. It made me laugh. It made me cry. I had to pause, as y'all saw, literally take my lashes off and give myself a moment because of how beautiful they did this story. And Camilla Whitehill was absolutely fantastic in the writing. And I just need a season 2, please. Can we please have a season 2?